What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph, and this is 3D Gaming. I'm in 3D, but I'm not because I'm in 2D right now. In real life, I'm in 3D, I promise you. 3D Gaming is a segment where we take our Ender 3 3D printer and we print out stuff for board games. There is a plethora of stuff for board games out in the world. Let's face it, board gamers are nerds, and nerds like to do nerd stuff like 3D printing. I know, because I'm one of them. I love doing 3D printing. It's super, super fun, and there's a ton of stuff for board games. A lot of board gamers like 3D printing and have been like, I'm gonna make this for this game, I'm gonna make this for this game, I'm gonna make this for this game. It's really, really cool. Go to Thingiverse, type in your favorite game. There's probably something out there for it. Now, we have done a whole bunch of different stuff. We've done a ton of different prints for board games, but all the stuff we've done has been relatively big. Not like massive, 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 but it's been like a pretty big change, and it was a big enough thing where it really took up a whole episode. We had to dedicate the entire episode to that one thing. Now, this case, I wanted to do some smaller stuff. I wanted to do a bunch of little things for games that wouldn't make a huge difference, but were just kind of generally cool. So that is what this one is gonna be. This is gonna be 3 different things, that's 6, 3 different things for 3 different games that are all small, pretty quick, pretty easy to print, but in my opinion, hopefully will make the game a lot better. Now I'm gonna show you exactly what we make when we go over to the computer, but I will tell you the games that we're making stuff for. We're making stuff for Fireball Island. There's already so much stuff. The thing we're doing for this is very small, but I really like it a lot, so we're gonna do something for Fireball Island. We are also gonna print out something for Welcome to, which is now just giant because the expansion's in here now. But we're gonna be printing out some card trays for Welcome to, and we're gonna be printing out something for Kitchen Rush. Probably my favorite game to play live on stream. If we're ever doing a Kitchen Rush live stream, be there for it. Trust me, you will not regret it, or you might because your ears will start bleeding. But now we're gonna print out some stuff for Kitchen Rush. So let's go ahead, go over the computer. I'm gonna show you what we're printing out, and then we'll go into the whole printing process, and I'll talk and do all the stuff I do there, and then we'll come back here and we'll look at the things, put them in the game, and I'll tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. Let's do it. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? We are here in my computer right here, and we are going to check out what we are printing today. So we're actually going to be visiting our friend Jason Peters here again. One thing I like to do whenever I find something that I like that someone does on Thingiverse, if they have other designs, I always click and see what else they've made, because maybe, like JD Peters, they've made a ton of other stuff for other board games. And he has. And so we're actually going to be printing out 3 things from him because they're all relatively small. If you weren't around last episode, we made a Dinosaur Island insert, which is this one right here, which we made from JD Peters. So let's go ahead and start with that one. So these are these little honey pots. These are honey pots that are part of the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Bees expansion. There's these honey pots that sit around. They are just normal cardboard ones. They're fine, but they don't stand up very well. And these are just generally relatively nice. So you see he's printed out some here, and you can see these are the old ones, and then these will be printed out again. And they're just pretty darn simple. This one has a little bit of honey coming out of it, but I think we're gonna go ahead and print these ones. These ones, again, are very, very simple, very easy, shouldn't take very long to print. And we're just gonna go ahead and print them out so that we have a nice little better looking honey pot in our Fireball Island, because our Fireball Island is awesome and we want it to look as awesome as possible. So that is the first thing we're gonna print out. That one should be very, very easy. The next thing we're gonna print out, very, very excited about this one, is gonna be card trays for the game Welcome to. Welcome to is a great game, but one thing that is kind of annoying is the cards can kind of go all over the place and they can just kind of flop around. And so these are these little card trays, 3 separate ones, that you can use for Welcome to. And they actually fit inside the box. I will say I'm doubting this will fit with the expansion as well, but I don't think the normal expansion fits inside the box anyway, so these won't hurt that at all. But nonetheless, they do all fit inside the box if you wanted to put it in the box, which is super cool. And so we're gonna be printing out these. Very, very excited about these. I think these are gonna be super, super useful. Very, very excited. And the last thing is these plates for Kitchen Rush. These are so cool. I never would have thought about doing something like this, but these are plates for the game Kitchen Rush, which is where you put all the food and all that different kind of stuff. So there is your normal 1, 2, 3, 4 plates, because in Kitchen Rush, the different meals you're making require different size of plates. Smaller dishes go on the 1s, biggest dishes go on the 4s. And then this just kind of shows them right here. And we're also going to be printing out these, which is for the, I believe it's called the Piece of Cake expansion, which honestly can't remember if we have or not, but nonetheless, we're going to print these out anyway. So now JD Peters down here mentions that he spray painted them white and then applied a watered down black paint into the recesses. But instead, what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to do that two-tone effect we did back with our Dinosaur Island paddocks. If you haven't watched that, there will be a card for it up here so you can see what we're talking about. So I actually have these in Cura in here right now. So I'm going to go over very briefly how we do this. Again, if you want a bigger, more extensive explanation on how to do this, go watch our Dinosaur Island paddock video. I go into it in more detail. But basically what it's going to be, as you can see here, this is how the thing prints. You can go layer by layer, how it's going to print, and they come alive. So what we want to do is we want the numbers here to be black, and we want the plate itself, though, to be white. So how do we do that? So what we do is we print black all the way up to this point, and then we print white on top of it. So the only thing that's still black is the numbers, and then everything else is white. So now we want to do it right here because this is the last spot before the walls start coming up. You can see that? It's going right here. Go very, very in. So right here, everything is flat, everything is good, but once we go here, then we start building up the walls right here, the walls of the number, and then eventually the plate will go, and then all the way up like that. So we want it to stop right here at layer 8. So how we do that, if you don't remember, is we go up here to extensions, post-processing, and then modify G-code. We're gonna add a script, go pause at height. We want to have it pause on a certain layer number. That is going to be layer 8. And then again, we are going to change these things. And again, watch our Dinosaur Island paddock video if you want to know about what all these do. But basically, we're going to pause it at layer 8. So now when we slice it, now in the G code, in the code, it has that it's going to pause and it's going to park the printer head over here for us so that we can change out that filament. So then it'll print white on top. So these are the things that we're going to be printing out, these 3 awesome things, the plates, the card trays, and then these honey pots. So let's go ahead back to Nick's apartment and let's go ahead and start printing these things out and let's see how it goes.
Okay, people, so there's not really much to be said about these trays. We're just going to level the bed, do what we normally do, and print them out. They're pretty simple in terms of their design, which is one of the reasons why we're doing them in this kind of like multi-project episode here. But one thing about this tray that I was like, well, you know what? I was just going to print it in our black filament up here that we usually do because we have the most black filament of anything else. And then on top of that, like, you know, it's just, I was like, yeah, it's just a tray. It should be, we'll just put it as black. But then I was like, wait, it's just a tray. It can be anything. So we're going to do it in hot pink. We're going to do this in our colored filament. We're going to break out some of our colors again. And we're gonna do the dang thing in a nice, it's actually not hot pink, it's kind of more of a bubblegum pink. We're gonna make bubblegum pink trays, because why not? I don't know, we haven't really used this one much, and let's make some pink trays. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we are laying down the first layer of the card trays, and I'll tell you, I am very happy. I think this is the first time I've ever not had to adjust the bed after I've leveled it. It's going great. It's going good. We're just getting that there infill going. Looks good. Okay, and we are done. Look at these. These look like they turned out very good. They're nice and stiff and strong. As you can see, they have a little bit of a tilt to them. You can see they go down lower back here than they do up here, and that's to keep the cards from sliding out this way. So we go back to this studio probably tomorrow, and so we will break out our copy of Welcome to and see how they work. But very, very cool. They look great. Okay, so we have the level 2 and the level 3 plates going all here at the same time. I couldn't fit any more, but then we'll do the level 4s after this. But they seem to be laying down pretty good. And again, so this is the layer of black. And then after the layer of black, we will change out the filament and put white on top of it. And so it is looking good. Everything is great. They look like little pizza trays right now. But nonetheless, after this, we will switch out to white and continue on. Okay, I think this is the last layer, and this should, after this, park itself over in the back right corner there so that we can switch out the filament. I may be wrong. Nope. Oh, no, wait. Ah, yes.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so it has parked itself over there. So now, when it is sitting here still hot, we can go ahead and switch out this black filament right here, of which we have very little of left, back to this white filament right here. So we're gonna switch it out black to white, so we can have a white top. Alrighty, so now you can really see how it's laying down the white. It's looking really, really good, really clean. I like it a lot, but it's kind of cool in this phase. It just looks super, just awesome. It looks cool. Alrighty, here is them done. They look great. I scraped off this one. These ones were having a lot of issues with the overhang, which I guess makes total sense considering that is a very, very steep overhang. But I didn't want to print supports because it just felt like way overkill. So I'm gonna try and clean up the bottom of these. But ultimately, this is on the bottom, so I don't really care because the top looks outstanding. So I'm gonna try and clean them up, but there's no point, in my opinion, of reprinting these. Although the next ones I do the 4s, I may put supports underneath it. Although it just feels like such a waste. I don't know. But nonetheless, they turned out great. Let me see how this one looks. Yeah, it just got messed up. But whatever, we'll clean them up. They look great. The numbers and stuff are so nice and smooth, and they just, they turned out wonderful. So you can really see it on this one. Hold on. Ooh, yeah, look at the bottom of that thing. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that one up. Man, oh man. But nonetheless, the tops look great. That's all that really matters. So only thing next to do is the 4s, and then let's print those out in the dessert plates, and that's it. Alrighty, and here is the last ones. We have the 4-level plates, which turned out really, really nice. Just really clean. Again, with the white is a little transparent, but I actually don't mind being able to see a little bit of the infill in the black underneath. I think it looks really good. And then these are the dessert plates, which are for the expansion, which we do have. So I decided to print these out as well. And these ones I think turned out super, super cool with the insert there. All right, and so that is all of the plates. They all turned out really, really good. And yeah. And we are done. Woo! Just finished up. Here we have some honey pots for the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Bees expansion for Fireball Island. These are just some little things made by JD, and they're just simple, but they just, look a little better than the other ones. I think we only needed 3, but I decided to make 4 just to be safe. Safe enough? Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Cool. Alrighty, well, that is going to be it for the last things that we print. So let's go back over to the studio and let's see what we think about all these different things. Let's do it. Alrighty, so here we have our finished 3 different prints. We have our Welcome to card trays, we have our plates for Kitchen Rush, and then our little honey pots for Fireball Island. Now, these all came out super, super good. The quality on the prints came out great. It just overall looks really, really good. So we'll go through them kind of one by one. So we have the honey pots here for Fireball Island are great. They sit better than these. These have a tendency to fall over, as you can see. The plain yellow, I may try and paint these, or I may put like a little bit of a wash on them just to make them not quite so monochromatic yellow. But nonetheless, I really, really like them. I think they look good. I think they service it very, very well. And on top of that, these 4 right here took maybe an hour to print, so they're very quick to print. It was very, very nice. Let's move on to the big one. The big one was the plates. The plates here took by far the most time. These were probably a total of about 6 hours of printing. One of that is because I did do them 2-tone, so I did it where, the white is on top so you can see the numbers. Now, these are great. These are so wonderful, and for a couple different reasons. One, they just look really nice. They just look nice. It's nice to have a 3D. The plates you get in the game are fine, but then, they're just cardboard. They're just cardboard. They're not 3D at all. These also sit inside each other in a very satisfying way. They work like plates. They sit inside themselves. I like the 2-tone nature of them, makes them very easy to read, but I think one of the main reasons why they're nice is because they keep food inside them much better. They do still fall out, they're not the biggest thing, but these are just flat. So trying to pick these up and move, it's very, very easy for things to fall off them. These ones are a little better. They keep things inside them a little bit better. And I think they turned out really, really cool. I just think they look great. Especially the dessert ones, I think look just so nice. They look so clean. Having the black bottom is cool. It's just, they turned out great. And JD Peters did such a good job on these. They're so darn wonderful. But here we'll go over to my favorite. My favorite is these card trays. And also these are like the simplest ones of them all. But man, these are so nice. These took about maybe 2.5, 3 hours to print these three. That wasn't very long. Wasn't too bad, but man, these are so nice. These are just so incredible. One thing that's nice, you can put them all together, you can spread them all apart. It's not one piece, which I think is really, really cool and nice, smart design decision. But it's just so nice to be able to go boop, boop, and then boop, and then boop. Just being able to go back and forth like that is so nice. They, as you can see, they have that little tilt to them. Let me see if I can show. Yeah, there you go. We have a little tilt to them, and that keeps those cards in here. It keeps them from falling out, keeps them from sliding out. They make it so everyone can see. It's easy to kind of bring the whole, like, this is what we have over here. If someone's like, what was that one? You can just like kind of just show them like that. They're easy to move around. Oops. They do fall out if you move them too quickly, of course, but they're very, very well done. Again, they're simple, they're sturdy. This one I did on a pretty low resolution because I didn't care if these really look pretty. I made them pink because why not, you know? But I think this one is just outstanding. I think it's super cool. I think it works super well. And this is something that, like, you know, it just, all three of these are really, really great. I really like these. I like these a lot. And these are great too. You know, they're fun. 3D printing things is just a blast. Okay, so final verdict time. What do I think of these? I think they're all great. As you watched me talk about them, I said great a lot. I was like, this one's great, and this one's great, and this one's great. All three of them are great. The honey pots are probably the least, like, you don't really need to do this. The ones that come in the game are fine, but again, they're quick prints. They're nice, they're smooth, like they're good. Like I like them a lot, but these are the ones that kind of like, if you're gonna pick one of the three to not do, I'd probably say that one. Also, because there's only 3 honey pots, so it doesn't make a huge difference. But like, why not? For a quick little print, like, oh, I have a couple hours, let me put something on print these out. They're great, they're wonderful. I really, really like these plates. I think these plates look so good. I'm glad that we went with a two-tone effect. I know you could also just paint these. If you didn't want to do the two-tone effect, you could just print them all white and then just go in there with a little paintbrush and then put like a little black wash in there. Work totally fine. But these just, they fit so satisfyingly into each other. They're easier to play with. They make the game easier to play. And especially because that game is so frantic, the fact that the food stays in there a little better and the fact that they're easier to grab, easier to use, easier to see and tell apart, makes that game easier because it is a real-time, insane kind of game. And so I really, really love those plates. That's just one of those upgrades that, again, I would never have thought about, but I'm like, man, that's cool. I'm so glad that whenever we break out this game now, I get to bring out these cool plates. And people are like, that's cool. Those are the cool little 3D plates. But this right here, this little thing is so nice. If you have Welcome to, and you have a 3D printer, you have access to one, or a friend who has one, print these out. They're quick, they're easy, they're nice and strong. These make that game so much more fun to play. It's just such a little thing. It just makes the whole thing cleaner. One thing I hate, I think a lot of other people hate, is just stacks of cards falling all over the place, falling all over the place, falling all over the place. This keeps them clear, concise, together, nice. It's just so easy to go boop, 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 and just keep moving around. Just keep moving around. It's really, really wonderful. I think JD Peters crushed it again. Thank you again for making this awesome stuff. Check out his page on Thingiverse and give him some love. Thank you again, JD Peters. And just keep on printing, people. If you have any questions about 3D printing, put it down in the comments. What do you want to see us print? I know some people want to see us do another insert. We are planning on doing one maybe for Anachrony or something like that. There's other stuff, but we really want to be printing out stuff that you want to see printed. Because if not, like, we'll just print out stuff for ourselves. That's totally fine. But nonetheless, this is a series for you. And so let us know down in the comments what you want us to print. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button. It helps us out a ton. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to us already. We are the Brothers Murph. And until next time, just, print stuff out. Think of ideas. What do you want to see done? Is it already done out there? Or can you design it yourself? You just release your mind, release your imagination out there. And that is 3D Gaming. My name is Nick Murphy, and I will see you later. How's it going? Just want to let you know that we are sponsored by Restoration Games. Restoration Games make wonderful, wonderful games from the past and restore them for you. And everything we film, everything we play is on top of Game Toppers, which is a really wonderful way to upgrade your gaming experience. Go check out Restoration Games and Game Toppers LLC for more information. All right, cool. I feel like I need that one. Out. Okay.
Nick!
What is it, big face disheveled Nick?
Nick, I just want to let you know I really like French toast.
Cool. Cool. Thanks for letting me know.
Nick,
Yeah.
get rid of Mike.
What?
What? Why would you say that?